10th CBSE Chemistry, Chapter Carbon and its Compounds. In this video, you will learn about structural isomers. Structural isomers. These are the compounds which have identical molecular formula but different structures. To understand this better, let us consider an example. Consider the compound with the molecular formula C4H10. There are two compounds which are available in nature with the same molecular formula, butane and 2-methyl propane. Both butane and 2-methyl propane have the same molecular formula C4H10. Now let us examine their structures. Butane is a straight chain compound in which the carbon atoms are linked in the form of a straight chain. So now let us satisfy the valencies using hydrogen. This is the structure of butane, which has the molecular formula C4H10. So there are 10 hydrogen atoms. Note that carbon chain is a straight chain without any branches. But here, as the name itself tells, 2-methyl. So it's a propane which has got methyl group in the second carbon atom. So using this information, we have to write the structural formula. So 1, 2, 3, second carbon atom, there is a methyl group, so CH3. Let us satisfy the valencies of other carbons now. So we are going to satisfy the valencies using hydrogen. Now, how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 carbon atoms. Now count the hydrogen atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So hydrogen atoms are 10. Note that the molecular formula for both these compounds, butane and 2-methyl propane, is same, that is C4H10. Hence these two compounds are called as structural isomers. 2-methyl propane is also called as isobutane or ibutane. Let us now consider one more example for structural isomers with the molecular formula C2H6O. This is the molecular formula. Now there are two compounds possible. One is ethanol and the other one is methoxymethane. The structural formula of ethanol now. So there are two carbon atoms, H, H and OH. So this is the structure of ethanol. Now observe the name of the second compound. It is methoxymethane. Oxygen in the middle of two methanes. CH3 on one side and CH3 on the other side. So oxygen in the middle. Methoxymethane. So we can write it as CH3OCH3. We can write the molecular formula in this way also. Here the molecular formula of ethanol can be written as C2H5OH, where OH acts like a functional group. Observe that both these have the same number of carbon atoms, same number of hydrogen atoms and same number of oxygen atoms. But they are different compounds because of their structure. So these two are structural isomers. So structural isomers are the compounds which have identical molecular formula but different structures. Now observe the table carefully. The first column gives you the number of carbon atoms. The second column gives you the number of possible isomers. Note that as the number of carbon atoms increases in the hydrocarbon chain, the number of possible isomers will also increase. In this video, we covered structural isomers.